Hey, what's going on, everyone? How you guys doing today? My name is Matt Jarbo. This is Three Buck Theater, and I got a bit of a, I guess, a correction to make. And this is kind of an odd one. I don't quite know how to correct it. I don't quite know how to approach it, but here we are. Anyway, this is kind of weird. So a couple days ago, I did a video about Billy Dee and gender identity. In which case, I was pulling from an article, an interview in Esquire, where Billy Dee says that he basically was gender fluid. He calls himself himself and herself, and he nothing wrong with being a little bit more feminine. And I completely agree with that. In fact, I really like that. I like the idea that Billy Dee is like such a sexual creature. He's like, yeah, man, it's like you just got to play into that side, be fluid and stuff. And I kind of viewed it more like not that he was trans, or not that he was gender fluid as what we would traditionally know as being gender fluid, at least by today's standards, but just kind of more like playing up that angle, right? That side of masculinity that's tender and soft, the feminine side of masculinity, which there actually is. It turns out that I guess we all got it wrong, or at least Billy D saw the response to that, and he ended up really wanting to make sure that people knew that no, that he ain't no bitch. And I'm saying that because that's the vibe I get. Now, when you look at an article like this, Lando Calrissian says he's not really gender fluid, but thinks men need to chill out anyway. It kind of comes across like a dude that like woke up with an erection after having a gay sex dream, and then spent the whole day just arguing with himself, I'm not gay. That's kind of what it feels like to me. Not to say that the guy is gay, but it's like that's kind of what it feels like. It's just like is like that wall that goes up, that defense wall that goes up, and people try to act like it's they over respond to something because they don't quite know how to process it, and that might be what this is. It might not be what this is, but that's how I particularly view it. Now, it says here that it's been 36 years since we've seen Billy Dee Williams play Lando Calrissian in Star Wars movie, and the release of The Rise of Skywalker in a few weeks will correct all of that. Lando's swagger is coming back to the galaxy far, far away ahead of the release of the film. Williams has been doing quite a few interviews. In one epic profile from Esquire, he mentioned that he sometimes referred to himself with female pronouns, which led a lot of folks to declare that the actor had come out as gender fluid. But now Billy Dee has made things a little clearer, and he's not okay with people labeling him. Oh my gosh. Okay, he says, this is what he says. This is what he originally had said. What he said was, I say himself and herself because I also see myself as feminine as well as masculine. I'm a very soft person. I'm not afraid to show that side of myself. And again, when I talk about masculinity having a feminine side, that is true, or the soft side of that. There's nothing wrong with being tender. You can be tender and still be a man. You know what I mean? But Billy Dee's got that 70s sex swagger going on. It might be a little bit different back then, right? It's okay, baby. Like that's kind of what I feel like. Like watch like Dolomite My Name Is sort of thing, right? And like that kind of like old pimp swagger from the 70s. That's kind of how I view it, like the ladies man type vibe. You're like, nah, this dude clearly likes women, but he might also, depending on the time of day, have no problem with a three-way where it's two swords instead of one. You know what I mean? So it's that kind of thing. I'm trying to think of ways to say this without necessarily getting myself demonetized, although I do feel that's going to be happening anyway. So hey, smash that like and also become a patron. But now, in an interview with Yahoo, he clarified his comments after having a journalist ask him if he was now considered gender fluid. Now, this is an 82-year-old man. An 82-year-old man. So we got to keep that in mind here. He says, when I made that comment, it was just a simple comment. I was saying that men should get in touch with their female self. Now, the truth of the matter is, that's not what he said. That's not how he phrased it. And in our society, it comes across as an entirely different way. Now, he is, like I said, he's 82. This dude, he's not going to know what any of the lingo from today is. He's not going to know any of that stuff. And I'm pretty sure like modern rap is just one of that things where he'd go like, this is noise, like give me that sweet, sweet soul sound from the 70s. Like that kind of thing I could see as being Billy Dee. That's also my jam too, by the way. I love that stuff. I can't care less about modern day hip hop. Give me that old 70s disco stuff. I'm pretty happy. Anyway, so the article here finishes up by saying, so there you have it. Billy Dee Williams will not be defined by what other people say about him, only by what he says about himself. But at the same time, he's probably right. Men should think about their feminine side more often and be open to all kinds of ways of thinking about themselves. But everyone, literally everyone, should be able to live in a world where a label doesn't define them. It's nice Billy Dee Williams has reminded us of all that fact. And you know what? Look, the thing is, it's like he's not wrong. Like Billy Dee is Billy Dee. And Billy Dee is awesome. I love Billy Dee. And I get what he's trying to say. Like I said, it's kind of like I kind of feel like, I don't want to say I feel dumb for how I approached it, because regardless, I was being actually supportive. Like I really am. I have friends who have come out as trans as well as gender fluid, and it's a tough thing for them to do. And they are seeking acceptance, and they are trying to just live their life. And as a result of that, I'm like trying to, I want to be open and supportive, because people's lives are people's lives. What you might label yourself as has quite literally no impact on me, outside of maybe an uncomfortable minute or two trying to figure out what your damn pronouns are without coming across like an asshole and asking them. Although if you respond with attack helicopter, we're going to both laugh because we both get the joke. So in that particular mindset, like I can, I saw this updated headline, and I was all like, oh, I got to address this, because clearly, there's a shift now in the information. Now, like I said, it could be the fact that Billy Dee looks at the situation and goes like, whoa, I'm not that, I'm not gender fluid. That's not how I am. I'm just saying, get in touch with your feminine sides. All I'm trying to say. And people did run with that headline. That is true. They did run with that headline. So we have to kind of take that into consideration. Besides, like I said, this is an 82-year-old man. So his concept of what is known like a social colloquialism today is not something that he's going to get. Like I guarantee you hand this dude a smartphone, he's going to look at it and go like, do I crack coconuts with this? What the hell do I do? But you put him behind the cockpit of the Millennium Falcon and he's right at home. So it's one of those things where we have to kind of go back and look at that. Anyway, I just wanted to address it. And I wanted to say, like, if you are trans or non-binary or anything like that, like, you know what, I totally support you coming out and being who you are. That's how I view it. So, and I thought the way, also, I want to say, like, when I talked about it, I did mention like a lot of actors kind of feel like they could even be repressed. And that was the thing for a long time in Hollywood. So that's another reason why I kind of thought it was cool that he had come out. But it turns out, like, I think we all just read into it a bit too much. And so I don't know if there's like a lesson to be learned from this, to be fair. Maybe just that the media runs with headlines and to not necessarily entirely 100% get behind it. But anyway, I don't know. I don't feel bad. I just wanted to address it. So I want to leave it to you, your thoughts, your opinions. Let me know down in the comments below. I look forward to that. Talk to you all later. Please be sure to like the video and like thumbs it up. And definitely support the Patreon. That would really help out. I'll talk to you all later. Have yourself a great day, and peace out. This video is supported by patrons like you. If you'd like to become a patron, please head over to patreon.com/Matt Jarbo.